Hello, my name's Chris.
How much this all come to? Like just $10? Book off is pretty nice, y'all.
I think I got, how many? 6 volumes for about $10.
Alright. But this costs $8.
Well, that's Dorohedoro, and I think... But,
I don't know how to get an old one of these. I don't know who the hell's selling these.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, baby Nikaido.
Oh, she's so adorable.
Big ass titties.
Anywho, how's it going, Brandon? You said you were enjoying your work again. I mean, for the first time.
Well, careful with that word "enjoy." I didn't use the word "enjoy."
You don't enjoy teaching English.
I just think. Was
that a sentence?
I'm sipping my beer. Hold on, y'all.
A nice crisp kirin.
Yeah.
Kirin means giraffe, and it also is like some Chinese lion dog thing.
A lioness.
Oh.
It's like, I don't know. But yeah, you know, if you're teaching English, I hope you don't like respect, because you ain't gonna get it.
I get it every day. But okay. Oh. Were you gonna say something like?
Oh, no,
didn't you say?
That was it.
I thought you said you found it.
So you know.
Does respect really even exist in this country?
Do what?
Does respect even really exist?
only for like the top dog.
And only for like J-poppers.
Yeah.
But they don't even really get respect. It's more just like, oh, they're on TV. I know them.
Or the Yakuza.
Yeah.
But if you ask anyone, they're like, the Yakuza doesn't exist. Gotta make a Yakuza joke? Please do not make a joke about the Yakuza.
Actually, I made one last week in class, and all the kids laughed. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, all right, no adults listening. Which
you get some fault. He said what?
I was thinking that too.
He said what?
Because there's one kid.
Chris, can we talk to you?
There's one kid. His mom has to she doesn't go in the class. Oh, nice. She doesn't go in the class, but he's a little kid, so she kind of watches him. And I'm always like, can she hear me? And like, this is a class where all the kids have no filter. So I'm always like, well, fuck it. If she hears them blabbing about some stupid girl shit, there's nothing I can do.
Well, what do they say?
There's one crazy like fucking junior high school girl that's always like.
Oh, I thought this was little kids when you said the mom was always watching.
She's in a different class.
Oh, okay.
Next to mine. This one's like, it's like junior high school kids, and it's like one guy and 4 girls, and I'm really enjoying the sexual tension because he's like a pretty good looking, which is rare for Japan, a good looking guy.
Was he like 20 years old? What if he's like 20?
he's 40. He's like, yeah. Work for Panasonic, baby. But he's the same level as these junior high school kids. But it's funny because I came in when they were kids, and now they're like junior high school, and it's one boy who's pretty funny, pretty good looking. He's like athletic. He's super smart too.
Ooh.
Full package.
Full package.
And it's 1, 2, 3. It's 4 girls, and it's just him. Like, he can't decide. It's like which one to focus on.
Do they talk to him?
Yeah. He's really popular with all the.
Oh.
But it's funny because I'll quit teaching sometimes, and I'll just be like, all right, I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the drama.
Do they talk? Like they just talk about anything?
Yeah.
Oh.
But he's always trying to make them laugh. I'm like, hey, you can go ahead.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. Anyways.
So basically, a way to not enjoy, but to get through these jobs, especially when they don't respect you.
Yeah. Is
just don't talk to anybody.
You mean staff or teachers?
Yeah, staff and co-workers. But of course you gotta go in there and teach your lesson. I mean, yeah. But after that, like, I get the bullshit 10-minute break. I just like go outside and just sit on my phone. Or I started even taking my manga and started reading it.
Oh, really?
And I've never seen 10 minutes fly by so goddamn fast.
10 minutes is a long time for me because we only get 5 between each class. So between maybe 2 classes a week, I get 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I do?
But you're trying to make 10 minutes pass by in class. You're like, God damn! I can't get 1 minute to pass by.
Oh, that is funny, isn't it?
You know, your break is like, all right, that was 10 minutes. Like, that was 10 minutes? And we're so unrespected. I'm like,
oh.
Alright.
It's going to pick up so loud on here. I can see it on the screen, too. Clank, clank. It's kendama.
Well, it's pretty simple. I mean, not much to say. I just go, alright.
How many other foreigners do you work with?
Usually in a office, there's about either 3 to 4 max.
Including you?
Yeah. So usually...
Are they bad, though? Are they bad to talk to? Or do you just say, like, I just don't care? Like, I need this
Some
time?
of them are... But it's more like, I just don't care.
Ah, okay.
There's one fat bitch that I'm like, she is bad to talk to, too.
Oh, okay.
I only see her once a day. It's just me and her, and I'm like, nope. I just walk out like, nope. She's really fat. She's really weird.
Really? In Japan? I've never heard
American girl.
But I've never heard of that. A fat, weird, like, annoying to talk to woman living in Japan from America?
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently she's half Japanese. You wouldn't tell.
In which way? She looks more American?
She looks like a fat white bitch. She looks like a fat, disgusting white. And she's not even like you know how you can feel. You can see like a big chick, but you're like, okay, she's working her bigness. You're like, all right, she's pulling it off.
Okay.
She's not pulling it off at all. It's like, nah, bitch. You look like a fucking muffin. Like,
There's a funny story about that. We have a few of those at our at our company.
Yeah.
We had this summer camp thing, which for people who hate foreigners to entrust nothing but gaijin for 3 days with their kids alone in a camp, that's so bizarre.
They hate their kids more, apparently.
Yeah, they're like, listen, we just need to get away from.
I will give my kid to the enemy.
Kill him, rape him, drown him in the lake. We don't care. We need these 3 days. But yeah, there was a fat woman, and she wore white pants, and she had on, like, I don't know if, I think they were like pink, but underwear, and you could just see right through her pants. I don't know if it was the sun or what, but it was not good. And everyone laughed. It was really bad.
I can't even. Nothing. Not a single movement.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's 100 degrees out. We were on a 5-hour bus ride. All these kids are annoying. But that's kind of funny. That's like a little pleasure in this pain. Nope, that's the episode.
I was about to say something. Oh.
No, we should just end it at 8:20.
Is this even...
Huh?
Do you miss Kaimon? Like, it's not the same without him in here, man.
Oh, who? Kawa. There's 2 Kawas. Kai Kawa, right?
Something like that. Ai Kaiwa, something Kawa.
Kawashiri, which is Asu, which means ass. And Shiri means ass, so I put those 2 together. Anywho, I'm assuming Kaimon comes back.
You're asking the wrong guy. I'm just saying.
Last week we were talking about Gantz, and this week I guess we're talking about Dorohedoro in between topics.
I'm just saying, like, he made it without him and N. It's like, what the fuck am I reading?
Yeah, it is. But this was great because Nikaido keeps going up to him and she's like, "Oh, you're Kaimon, right?" And he's like, "What are you telling me? I've never heard of such a man." And then she's like, "Well, if you want, you can stop by and eat some gyoza." He goes, "Gyoza?"
Hold on, bitch.
And then this is fucked up. The ending of that was Reese and he goes up to who's the girl in the cross-eyed people? Ah, fuck, what's her name? He goes up to her and he's like, I want you. And he kisses her, and then he hugs her and she explodes, and he takes her head. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But that's all of that's every chapter. That's every chapter. Every chapter of Dorohedoro, I'm like, what the fuck? There was one chapter where they're like, the landlord, and she was a 20,000-pound woman, and they accidentally kill her, or I don't remember. Anywho, read Dorohedoro and Gantz. They're both great, and Berserk, if I ever get back to that.
Well, it's now I'm rushed because the motherfucker can't finish the goddamn shit. He releases one chapter every 2 months.
Oh, Berserk?
Hey, piece of shit.
How old is he by now? Like
I don't
40?
know. Probably not going to last much longer. So we're like, well, we ain't going to see the ending. Will I ever see the ending to my story? Is there something more than what I've been handed?
I've been crawling in the dark, looking for the answer.
No.
This episode is gonna be awful to anybody but me. I'm gonna go back and like listen to it and get everything ready to go. I'm like, this is funny. Anywho,
y'all call this art?
Anywho, are you getting good at that? I'm starting to not hate Japan anymore, and I like it.
All right.
By the way, if you move here, let's say from America, you will hate this country.
Oh, it's
at some point.
It's a phase. You happy, sad.
And my phase was about 5 years. And then I just said, well, guess it's time to change that. How about you? Was yours any certain... Was it...
No, mine was a little different. Mine was like...
Oh,
okay.
Let me start us off. So mine was come here all the way up to the top.
All the way up.
Pure happiness. And then found a job, and I was like, it's not in Osaka. It's a bit far away, but I can come back on Golden Week. I can find another job next year. Still happy.
Still happy.
I worked there for about 1 month, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? Same as Dorohedoro, I guess. I'm like,
something's not right here.
I'm just standing here in a suit for 50 minutes? What is this? And then some guy who kind of knows English talks to the kids and then goes, hey, come over here and say some words and sing a song. Like, all right. And then like, well, that's all I needed you for. Like, go back and stand in the corner.
Can I at least like go somewhere else? Nah. You.
And on your break, I'm actually gonna have you come help me more. Like, all right. You moved back to Osaka. You're like, finally, I can start. Would you stop that? I'm kidding. It's bad enough you got the snake jiggle jangling, and now you got this kid drama.
Alright, go on. You moved back to Osaka.
And I'm like, all right. Here's my real start.
That was just a warm up.
It was a test run. That was my 10-minute warm up exercises before I start to lift.
That was just me getting the visa.
Yeah. And move here, and I'm like, oh goodness, my Osaka friends were all cunts. And I'm like, ooh, gotta start fresh again. Which we talked about in a previous episode. Don't count on your female friends if you study abroad. They'll get married eventually, and they'll go, what do I need you for? I already got the husband and the kids. So, which would be weird, though, if you're like married and had kids, but you still hung out with some, I guess, I don't know, whatever. Anywho, and then it was a and then it was getting a little better, and get a little worse, get a little better, get a little worse. And then it was like, Folks, we've reached rock bottom. You can only go up from here. And then there was a second rock bottom. There was a second rock bottom. And then eventually it's been five.
When you say that story, can you put a video of the rock bottom wrestling move?
Yeah, okay. And then eventually you just go, I guess I gotta. I'm never going back, it seems. I've made that clear. Which is annoying because when you're in that period of should I stay or should I go?
Should I stay
or should I go? You know, the Clash.
Clash.
I think they made that song.
That was Lil Jon.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought so.
Anywho, where you're, I don't know. It's so weird to move to another country in general. But I think most people move when they get married. We did the thing where we're just like, fuck it, we'll just live in a different place.
Yeah, that's true. Pioneers.
Mm.
Lois and Clark. Lewis and Clark.
Except they had a purpose. Which, that also helps when you're like, I need to figure out what I need to do. Because when you live at home, you're like, I seem to be doing fine. No bills. Making money.
Making my money.
But then you move and you're like, I don't live with my family anymore. I got to pay for all this.
All of it.
So,
every little thing.
You just buy snakes on the side to make you happy. So, anyways, that was an intro into. I've read a lot of other people that, well, they usually give up after a year or two.
Yeah.
And it's.
I mean, here's the thing, to really figure out moving to just not Japan but any new place.
Yeah.
It takes a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the complicated thing. Who moves to a place to give it a long time to get good?
Yeah.
So that's where shit can get complicated. It's like, I understand when people leave within a year, like, I'm not gonna put the time in to leave. I got friends, family. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, it takes 5 years to figure this shit out. Fuck that.
And it was a good 5 years.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
There was one guy at the first job. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sick. I gotta go home," and then he just never came back to Japan.
Oh, he really went home, or he just
he went back to America. He's like, "I got some stomach problem. I can't finish the year." He just left.
There was one guy when I first came to Tokyo. Oh, are you still? I was coming in. All right. Some little short, mousy white kid. And I was staying at the hostel when I first came to Tokyo. So he came in.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, me and my girlfriend, he was doing some kind of internship and school thing and getting paid for it. Mm-hmm. And so like his job, it just dropped him.
Okay.
And so before that, him and his girlfriend got a place together, and I guess he probably paid a lot of money because, with Japan, to get a place.
We've talked about it.
And so...
Yeah.
He's like, hey, baby, I lost my job. I got to figure out this visa thing. And she was like, we're done. Get out.
Japanese girl?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I saw the picture of her. It looked, because small, mousy, loser kind of girl.
Oh,
not loser, but like...
Yeah, okay. The girl.
Not like a... She looks like a typical Japanese chick.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. She's like, yeah, she told me to get out and we're done. And I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go try to talk to her, get back in. I'm like, so how happened? He's like, now we done. Then he went back home. I'm like, damn.
Really?
Not only did she kick you out the house, but she kicked you out the country.
Oh, it's kind of funny, actually.
In your worst time of need.
In my hour of need, you were never there.
Like when you needed her most.
Yeah.
To not do that thing. She was like, get out.
And that's kind of what we've talked about before. So they met in America? Or he moved.
I don't know.
Okay, because I was gonna say, probably would have been better off keeping her in America, where you're not. I
think he might have met her here when he was in school or something. I think he met her over here.
Okay. But that's really fucked up.
Yeah, I was like, shit, man. Well,
and he
was a dumbass. So I was like, all right, go whatever, man. Yeah. No sympathy for a dumbass.
How about you? What was your way?
My way was I had the Golden Week vacation. Corona.
It's not a thing here, though.
I know, man.
They put up so much more plastic.
Oh, I gotta tell you something about that. I don't know if I'll tell you on this or on the stream.
Okay, watch us on Twitch in about 20 minutes.
Well, I guess I'll say it on this. I had a student.
All right.
And I was like, what's your job? She's like, I work with old ladies. And like, well, old people. And she was like, yeah, if we get corona or if we get a fever, we have to stay out for 2 weeks. And my wheel's like, wait, so I was like, you work with old people. Have you ever been tested? She's like, no. But if we get a fever, we have to stay home for 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, but why haven't you been tested? She's like, oh, no, I don't want to get tested. And it's like, so even if you get a fever, I was like, oh, so if you get a fever, you get tested. She's like, no, we just stay home for 2 weeks. But now here's the thing. My friend back home, he works with old people.
In America.
He gets tested once a week.
Really?
Yeah, once a week. He's like, this is bullshit. So I'm like, so that father explains that Japan's low corona numbers are we don't test numbers.
Actually,
what are you doing?
I actually took a screenshot of this.
Chris, what are you doing? He pulled out his phone. He pulled out his cell phone, people.
Oh, it was right here.
Oh.
Japan has suffered just 18 COVID deaths per million people. By far the lowest in G7, blah, blah, blah. Lowest in the G7 without mass testing or strict lockdowns. Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. We didn't test the people who died. So I was like, well,
he's dead. You think it's corona? Nah. He was a healthy old man.
It was a Kafun show. That hay fever we get.
Was he coughing? Hay fever.
Hay fever. You know it. Runny nose? No. Hay fever. It's fine. But yeah. Okay, but back to you. What was your timeline?
Oh, okay, so I was on vacation.
Yeah.
Did the Tokyo and Osaka. Met some friends in Osaka. Went to the club. Met up this bitch. Had sex. I was like, damn. You know what? I'm gonna try living in Japan. Flew over. I went home, and I think literally it's like 2 months later.
No, me and you went to a club in Tokyo till 4 a.m.
Was that when I was just on the vacation?
Yeah, vacation.
Oh.
And I must have been on Golden Week, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. In Shibuya, right?
Shibuya, yeah.
Yeah.
And a little side story. We met I don't know if you knew him or if he just found us. It was a very tall guy from Hokkaido. Japanese guy. He was like
familiar.
He was a DJ. He was a weird fucker.
Yeah.
He was a weird fucker.
Yeah. Fuck, it's so faint.
I'm like 6'2". This guy had to have been like 6'7". He was big as shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was real late, like probably 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And I was kind of dancing with a girl in the basement. And he comes up and he's like, hey, let's talk. I'm like, can you stop? And he's like, it's fine, let's just talk. Then I met up with him one other time. He's like, yeah, I'm a marine biology major. I'm like, what? Like, who are you? And he's like, I don't go to school, but like, I'm a biology major. He's like, I DJ, and then I have a girlfriend, but I always take girls I meet to go get sushi. Like, who the fuck are you? And me and him went to Tsukiji, the fish market.
Yeah.
Because I guess he thought I was a girl. I don't know. He was like, let's go there at like 4 a.m. and get some sushi. I'm like,
can you do that?
I'm like, I live like an hour and a half away. I don't think I can make it here. He's like, oh, it's fine. So we met up and we ate some sushi and I ate something alive and I'm like, this is awful. He's like, this is so fun, right? And then we never met up again.
So fun. Come on. That was fun. Love hotels. Come on, man. Come on. Let's just look at it together.
But that guy, I don't know what.
Do you have a picture of him? I can't recall a look.
Tall, lanky guy.
I mean, you got a picture on your phone?
No, I don't even know what his name was. But met him at that club and I was like, this is bizarre.
It's so faint. I just know tall guy we met at the club and that's it. I don't know what he looks like or nothing.
See, I thought you knew him.
The crazy thing, I'm good with like faces and shit too, so I'm like, huh.
And me and him ate sushi real early in the morning, which is kind of cool, but like at the same time was weird. And then he's like, well, I gotta go to a baseball game. I'm meeting up with a friend. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like your story, none of your life makes sense.
Going to baseball games. I'm going to the G2 Summit. Like, what?
Okay, so me and you met there. Then you went to Osaka and then back to America, and you got back here within like the month.
Yeah, it was really fast.
I was like, how the fuck do you have that money?
I didn't. But I was like, well, now or never. That's kind of a thing too. People, look, man, now or never. You know, sometimes you might not have the cash, but you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
Okay, so you came back.
Tokyo first.
You fucked a girl at a club in Osaka?
Not in the club, but I met her at a club.
Oh, okay.
So, first year, you know, it was kind of just like a setup year. Like I was trying to get the job. And then,
I thought you meant like the company set you up, like like you were tricked.
Yeah, just trying to get the job and moving around the big ass city of Tokyo. Do not underestimate how fucking big Tokyo is, guys.
No, the first time I realized how big Tokyo was, I was on the Shinkansen. I was leaving to go to Osaka, I guess, and I was like, "Oh, it's the end of Tokyo." And then another city appeared. I'm like, oh, there's still more Tokyo. And then I'm like, okay, here's where it's finished. I'm like, there's a third city? Like, it just keeps going.
Yo, it's big as shit.
It's really fucking big.
And somehow I still ran into familiar people. I was like, how is this happening? Like,
it's weird.
I'm like, well, I don't have to see this guy ever again. I'm like, oh shit, it's that same guy. Well, oh, hello.
Yeah, some people say it's hard, like, meeting people in New York. It must be extremely hard to have friends in Tokyo.
Tokyo's bigger than New York. What's bigger?
There's more people in Tokyo because, like, the city plus the surrounding area.
So New York's bigger size-wise, but Tokyo's so,
I think so.
Packed together. You're actually getting more.
Yeah. More people.
So which it depends.
Which is like, that's worse. But, okay, so first year was good or bad?
Which is whatever.
Okay.
But then, like, I was in Tokyo, and I was like... It was just whatever. I was like, something's not... I was like... Because I got good sense. Like, I sense something's not right, but...
Okay.
I don't know what.
Oh, okay.
Like, what's going on? You know? So then, went to Osaka. Alright, so that was my first year. Yeah, because I came in July. And then I was in Tokyo for a whole year. Then came to Osaka like June, July.
Because I moved to Osaka in February or March. I guess you came a few months later.
Yeah. Yeah, like June or July. Then I got the Kabukola job, and I was like, oh, this is everything that I suspected that no one would tell you.
Which we'll have an episode. We talked about having a Kabakura episode.
We got to one day. We'll do it one day. I was like, oh, so this is everything. So then, like... I was highly elevated. It's like, finally, like, I understand. Like,
okay, yeah.
And for me, like, I guess some of the, coming to that realization, like, some people be like, well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. This is not the Japan I imagined. I was like, this is great. Like, finally.
Which, I still can't find honest people.
It's like, finally, some honest bullshit.
I want someone just to be able to tell me this stuff without me already having to know it.
It's not possible, which is it's a big paradox.
Anytime you're on the verge of hitting that subject, they kind of skirt around it.
You're better off just pretending like you know. Like, just think of the worst thing you can say and just pretend like it goes down. Like, oh, he must know. And
yeah, but like, did you hear that guy got murdered the other day? Like, oh, that was pretty bad. Like,
got you, motherfucker. I didn't even fucking know. Like,
I didn't say
beep,
nothing.
beep, beep. Cops bust in. Oh, it looks like you extended your visa. What? You gotta go home. Ain't this a bitch?
You got a permanent residency in jail. That would be funny. I couldn't even be mad if they said that to me. I'd be like, okay, you got me.
Or the judge says that when he's handing out the verdict. Permanent residency. Oh, in jail.
or better yet, we come up to the podium and just goes, guilty, kung kung. You didn't hear my story. I already know. Okay, so first, how long were you at that job? It wasn't even a year.
It was only like 3 months. It was a short time.
But it was 6 days. Well, we'll do it another episode.
Man,
Anywho.
Had to go back to English teaching. Oof. Had one job for a month. I think it was because after you come from that kind of job to go back to the bullshit of English.
Oh, okay.
It was actually very hard. I was like,
really?
I was like, guys, like.
So was it harder going back to English or going from English to Kabakura?
Nah, going from Kabakura to English.
Mm.
Just to go back to that fake bullshit and the disrespect. It's like, this shit again. So then I had the school job. So I was steady.
Mm-hmm.
I never really fell. Well, let me think if it was a time where I really was like, this fucking shit.
I don't remember when this was. It might have been 2019 or 2020. I think me and you were walking or something, and we were both just like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, that could happen. That could happen a lot.
So,
yeah.
I think it was just like a 2-week or a 3-week period where both of us were just like, what the like just like door to door, like what the fuck am I experiencing?
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you never had a
I mean,
rock bottom moment?
No, I had moments and stuff, but never for a long time. But like, motherfuckers.
Give us a good moment, man.
Man, I'm trying to think, Chris.
Dig deep.
Chris,
Get out that shovel. Start digging.
Where's my spade? I need a fucking spade. What's a spade? I was like, shit, I don't even know what the fuck a spade is. Hold on. Oh, it's a shovel.
It's like a little baby's shovel.
A baby fucking shovel. Some bullshit.
What's the one with like the 3 prongs that you just use to dig for seeds or something?
Pitchfork?
Pitchfork?
I don't know.
I think that's for Frankenstein monsters.
Only for Frankenstein. Alright.
And so life's better?
Yeah, I'm in a pretty good spot right now, definitely.
But you are trying to get a new job, right?
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with life. That's just.
I remember there was
a bullshit job.
I remember there were like 2 or 3 points where you're like, I'm not working anymore. I'm like, how the fuck are you living? You're like, I'm not working, Chris. I'm like, well, all right.
Yeah.
Then after a month of that, you're like, I ain't got no money.
But then you got to sign up for unemployment, which we get, surprisingly. Yeah, you can get unemployment.
Why am I working then?
Yeah, I don't know. But if your job ever tells you, we can't help you, it's like, get that unemployment, nigga.
I never know what they can and can't help us with because it changes every fucking day. You'll be like, can you translate this for me? Like, I don't know, no. And then you're like, oh, I got some kind of insurance problem. Like, we'll just call up right now. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Like, can I get some consistency?
I went to one place that was like, it was like one of those places like, oh, we help foreigners. I need like someone with documents. I was like, okay, they can like let them know what's going on. Yeah. So I think I had to do like my own health insurance. I was like, let me have some people tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
So first I walk into the building. Their job is to help foreigners. And everyone's looking at me like, what's he doing here? I'm like, what? There's like one loser, like looks like a European foreign guy that looks like, like he does the I'm not going to like his stereotypical Japanese where he's like, just like on his computer looking all mousy and shit.
Okay.
And I was like, so can I get some help? Like, okay, what you need? I'm like, can you call up and we can talk and figure out what they need me to do for getting insurance? So, yeah. All right. And then he's like, if you live here, there's another place you can go to. I was like,
I'm already here.
I was like, what the? But yeah, this is your job. Like, what do you guys do?
That's another thing about.
Are you just getting like free grant money? Like, oh yeah, we help foreigners.
Yeah.
We ain't helping.
That's another thing about Japan, which I want to do an episode on, just like customer service here. Some places you'll be like, why can't you do your job? Where it's like, I'm already here. Oh, you can just go somewhere else. I'm here.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
so. Yeah.
I wouldn't say how these places stay in business, but I
we
see
know.
them close down, so.
We know. Actually, we just assume it's Yakuza money.
Yeah.
And like I said before, every place in Tenroku's like, can we just get another Corona shutdown, please? We need that government money.
Most of them, I heard like most of them make $600 a week, which is that's not a lot of money, but like
so a month, like that's $2,400.
But like if you have a small bar with like 2 to 3 staff, you're like, all right, fuck it, fuck it. But then again, they probably make that they can make that in the one weekend.
Some places, others no.
Yeah. There's some people are cleaning up, some people are suffering.
I think some guy just opened up next to my apartment. And that's like, it's already like.
It's about the taco place.
Yeah.
Have you been there yet?
No. Have you?
Nah. We should go.
Like I don't even think they can stay open past 8. Why did you open up at this time?
I don't know, man.
All right. We're gonna go streaming. Gotta get that affiliate status so we can start not teaching English.
This is like the first time I'm going to say this, but it's actually kind of hot in here.
Oh, usually you're the one like, no, don't turn it up.
I'm going to turn this down a little bit.
Okay.
Wait, this is heat, so I turn it up or I turn it down?
No, just turn it off.
Chris, let's not be crazy now.
All right, hold on. Read this kanji real quick.
Kenshi. No. What is it?
Teishi?
Teishi.